Irrevocable trust, a bitter family feud, the fate of a global media empire hanging in the balance. The ultimate succession battle has entered its endgame, and it's a court case that could rival any TV drama. Inside a dusty courtroom in Nevada, a decades-long succession drama is heading for its series finale. 93-year-old billionaire media tycoon Rupert Murdoch set to square off against three of his own children, Prudence, Elizabeth and James.
Mr Murdoch, are you confident of victory?
At the centre of the battle, the private family trust set up by Rupert in 1999 that grants his four eldest an equal say in the control of the family business upon his death. But in July, it emerged that Rupert was trying to change the terms and hand sole control of his media dynasty to eldest son Lachlan, who took over as chair of News and Fox Corp last year.
Even though he's Rupert's chosen successor, if the other three siblings decided that they wanted to roll Lachlan, they could.
On the line, not money, but power.
I guess some would say that I've been a disruptive influence at times, but I will take that as a compliment.
The power to influence the direction of a $47 billion global media empire that's shaped press and politics across 3 continents for decades. In Australia, Sky News and 7 out of 12 daily newspapers across the country.
Murdoch has become a cancer, an arrogant cancer on our democracy.
In the UK, print powerhouses The Times and The Sun.
We all did too much cozying up to Rupert Murdoch. I think we'd agree.
Brexit, the aftermath of Brexit, Rupert Murdoch is inextricably linked.
And in the US, the Wall Street Journal and TV juggernaut Fox News.
Trump would never have been president without the platform that Fox News created.
The President of the United States, my friend Donald J. Trump.
There's only one Rupert that we know.
Rupert's latest move, an attempt to control his company from beyond the grave.
Lachlan is as conservative as Rupert. He's the only one that Rupert is sure will maintain the conservative editorial stance of the Murdoch media assets. And Rupert believes that's the best way to preserve their value.
The other 3 siblings more politically moderate, James in particular.
What on earth is James fighting for? Is it control over a news organisation he hates and would destroy?
James, who resigned from News Corp in 2020, citing disagreements over editorial content like its climate change coverage, has now publicly endorsed Kamala Harris for president.
Can't imagine other shareholders would like that.
There is a deep political divide between Lachlan and James. There's real hatred now between the brothers.
But the family is united on one thing: keeping the feud as secret as possible. Despite attempts by rival news organisations to gain access, the fight for the keys to the kingdom will play out behind closed doors.
Why the secrecy in the case?
And the stakes couldn't be higher.
Last presidential election, Fox News spread baseless, stolen election claims emanating from the Trump campaign.
There has been a massive and coordinated effort to steal this election.
It's hard to trust anything you hear right now.
One of the questions is, what is the role and responsibility of Fox News and Murdoch Media? Is it to take a conservative editorial line because that makes money? Or is it to tell the truth?
So who'll come out on top in the battle for the Murdoch dynasty?
We are live from the lands of the Kulin Nation and here to destroy democracy. It's Kate Langdon.
Every Tuesday you do that, Kate. This is juicy, huh?
Oh, it's so
juicy.
It's succulent.
Why are you so... I was surprised to hear you were so into this story.
I love it. Well, I love it because it's a glimpse into the family that ironically tells us the news about everything else in the world but tells us nothing about themselves.
Yes.
And now, so that's a great glimpse.
Yeah.
And also, it's just so juicy, Walid.
Do you think Succession was a documentary on the Murdoch family?
I think we may find out at once.
Well, let's go to British journalist Alan Rusbridger, who spent 2 decades as editor-in-chief of The Guardian. He's with us now. Alan, who would you place money on to win here?
I think not Lachlan. I think it's a misconceived suit by him. And I think and I hope that James and Elizabeth will win this one.
Really? Do you think that readers will notice who wins?
Well, I think this major division over an idea of journalism is pretty fundamental. So I think if, I don't know about readers, but certainly viewers, if you were a viewer of Fox News, which has a certain idea of journalism, which has come badly unstuck in the courts in the Dominion case, I think if James and Liz were to win that and get some kind of control back over Fox, I think the viewers would certainly notice a difference.
Seems like one of the key planks of the argument here is that the Lachlan-Rupert model of media, whatever else you want to say about it, is profitable. It makes money because of the way it tax politically and the traffic and the people it inspires to sign up, pay subscriptions, advertise, etc. And that therefore it's in the best interest of everybody that prevail. Do you think, whatever the court decides, do you think that argument is accurate, that there is a commercial benefit here to approaching it the way Lachlan does?
Well, you have to hand it to Rupert that during his life he has run extremely profitable both newspapers and TV stations. I mean, the newspapers are limping on like all newspapers. So it's all being held together by the glue of Rupert Murdoch's personality. And that won't be enough when he dies. And I suspect, I don't know, but I suspect that James and Elizabeth, who, after all, don't really need the money. They're not doing this to become rich. They're rich beyond most people's wildest dreams already. Have some inkling of an idea of the public good. And maybe it's climate change that did that for them, the realization that you can't go on misleading people about climate change. You have to take this subject seriously, even if it's not profitable.
Alan, all I can think about when watching all of this, reading all about it, is that one day I feel like this will inspire a really good TV show. I'm thinking scripted drama. Should I buy the rights now? What do you reckon?
I think it would make compelling television. And I mean, if the people who are going to really suffer from this are the script writers of the programme that we're thinking about, Succession, because it really exhausts all possible plot lines. You can't beat reality in this. And it's going to be absolutely compelling to see what happens.
Alan, thanks for your time.
Not at all.